The squad are back for pre-season. We have £10 million in the bank, and this is the summer we transform Birmingham City. Last season was damage limitation. This is all about the future. Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back to Club 2, Part 7 of the Director of Moneyball. I'm Kirk Sheridan, and I have a lot of work to do over the next 2 months. We have released 7 players who reach the end of their contract, which leaves us with a squad of, I make it, about 20 players who are going to be here next season. 4 of those, however, are not good enough to be starting in the Championship, so they already need to be replaced. We also have some of last season's heroes, our free loanees, about to return to their parent clubs. Araujo, Perkins, Ballard, McNeil, Piazziti, all departing in the next few days. But Ray of Light, Jack Hinshelwood, we have secured him on a loan contract until the end of this season. We're paying a measly £800 per week, which I think, given he was one of our best players last year, is an absolute bargain. No, we won't see the financial benefit of having him on the books. He won't build his resale value for us, but if he helps keep us in the Championship again, that will be return enough. I did manage to sneak another couple of signings in before the season ticked over as well. Brian Ojeda has been with Nottingham Forest and out on loan all over the place. He's been to the USA, he's been to Paraguay. His contract ran out and we snapped him up. Naturally a central midfielder, but can play in that defensive midfield position, which is where I'm expecting we use him as a ball-winning midfielder or a segundo volante or a DM. He's very versatile and already a good Championship player. So this is exactly what we need, players who are going to come in and improve the first 11. And another new signing, more one for the future, because I don't see him ousting Brandon Fleming in the starting lineup anytime soon. Arthur Zagre, who we brought in from Monaco at the end of his contract. Left wing back, pacey, can dribble, can cross. He's going to be a good attacking backup for Brandon Fleming on that left-hand side. And 2 others who joined the day their contract expired at their previous clubs. Emmanuel Gabua joins us from Atalanta, another midfielder by trade who can play in defensive midfield. His physicals for this level are phenomenal. Room to grow on the technicals, but for 8k a week, decent Championship player can become a leading Championship player. Quality. And one that I'm pretty convinced is going to make all the difference. We finally have a proper goalkeeper for this level. No more throwing 18-year-olds onto the pitch and seeing what they can do. Lucho Garcia joins us from Rayo Majadahonda in Spain. A decent Championship player. He's 27 years old. He won't get a lot better, but if we can get 2 or 3 decent years out of him, he's going to prevent a lot more goals this season than we were able to keep out last, that's for sure. So what does that mean to the squad overall? Well, we do need a backup goalkeeper. We can't rely on Garcia alone all season. Injuries, suspensions, etc. I don't trust to put one of these 2 in. So a backup goalkeeper we're definitely looking for. We have 5 players who can currently play across the back 3. So we're looking for at least 1 more there. Right wing back, we only really have Joshua Williams. Yes, Wisdom can play there, but he's getting older and I need him in the centre of defence. So I need a right wing back. Left wing back we're sorted though. With Ojeda, Hinshelwood, Gabua and Bicalo, we're pretty sorted in defensive midfield, so I think that's okay. We are light up front though. Attacking midfield, we haven't really got anyone ready. And there's no depth behind Bennett and Salcedo up front either. So we're looking for 1 backup goalkeeper, a centre-back, a right-back, 2 attacking midfielders, and 2 strikers. 7 players. And we've got £192,000 to do it with. We are currently scouting across Europe. I'm making the most of the summer months and casting the net wide. And yes, I admit that looks like a scary amount of wage budget and transfer budget to be bringing in 7 new Championship level players. But fear not, we have 25% of transfer revenue available to us. And Jordan James joins Brentford permanently tomorrow for £12.5 million. So we are about to get an extra £3 million in the bank. And that is going to be rather helpful. And there we are, 2nd of July, Jordan James has gone to Brentford, £12.5 million. And we now have £22 million in the bank. Our transfer budget is now over £3 million. And I can adjust it all, obviously, to make room in the wage budget. This Oh, this is going to be transformational. We're absolutely requesting an increase to next season's transfer budget. And I cannot believe it. After being in debt when I joined, our financial status is now secure. But as I said, there is still a ton of work to do. We are currently predicted to finish 18th. The board are expecting us to avoid relegation. So if we meet that, that's a pretty good result, I think. But we've got to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Fleming and Bennett are our two best players, and they are right at the bottom of the key player list. So our quality is significantly behind other teams around us. Well, it's the 4th of July, and happy Financial Independence Day. Next year's transfer budget is nearly 5 million quid. Amazing! All the loanees have left, though, apart from Hinshelwood. With them gone, the media now think we're going to finish 23rd. So when I said job to do, big job to do. And look at this unexpected windfall. It's the 5th of July, and we have just got profit from the transfer of Bellingham. It's Job Bellingham, not Jude, unfortunately. I can't complain. We got £94,000. We sold him last year for $7.25 million, and he's gone to Arsenal for $7.5. So I can't complain. But Jude is still sat at Borussia Dortmund, and PSG's interest is now minor, not major, which is a little frustrating. Okay, it's the 20th of July and transfers are hard. I've adjusted our transfer and wage budget, so we've got about 50k a week to attract new players to the club. And a decent transfer kitty, particularly if we're concentrating on free transfers and signing on fees and the like. And we do have some pending new signings. A backup goalkeeper, a right wing back, and a central defender, both of whom would become the highest paid player at the club. £13,000 a week for us feels ludicrous, but in the grand scheme of the Championship, is pretty small fry. So I'm adjusting my wage expectations at the moment. And I've also brought in a lot of trialists. Stephen Welsh, who we've offered a contract to, is actually with us on trial. We've got strikers, we've got attacking midfielders, we've got central defenders, we got everybody trying to find those final squad members. And here we have it before we even get to another day. Great news. Stephen Welsh is joining Birmingham City. £13,000 a week on a 3-year contract. He's costing us not a penny. Welcome, Stephen. Look at this. Decent Championship player. Comes in as the second best defender at the club behind Kofi Balmer. Good quality physicals. Can also play right back if we swap to a back four at any point. And can lead the team on the pitch. Been at Celtic most of his career. Not played a huge amount of football. I can't help but think, though, signing a player from the top 2 clubs in Scotland, he's going to do well for us in the Championship. And just a few days later, it's the 23rd of July, and now Brian Reynolds is joining as our right wing back. Look at these attributes. Is an all-round exceptional player, certainly for our squad. A terrific signing, comes in. He's going to run down the right with the ball. He's going to get forward wherever possible. He's going to be a proper attacking threat. Joins us on a free transfer, having just departed Roma. He never really made it into their first team. Did spend a year on loan in Belgium, though, where he started 26 matches and played at a decent level. I'm a little concerned about the minimum fee release clause, although he probably isn't really ever going to be good enough for the Premier League, in which case, another free transfer with us for a good few years. Let's hope he hits the ground running. This is good progress. The back line is complete. Just a day later, Sinisalo's work permit is granted, and we have our backup goalkeeper joining us. He's not quite as well-rounded as Garcia, but a good physical presence and a good aerial presence. He can definitely come in and do a job when needed. And also pretty handy with the ball at his feet, which I think is going to be very helpful for this tiki-taka style that Thomas Lech likes to play. So that's it. One of the rules of Moneyball, very much adhered to. Prioritise defence ahead of attack. Done. Goalkeeper sorted, back 3 sorted, wing backs sorted. Now we really need some attacking midfielders and strikers. Okay, it's the 1st of August, and these attacking positions are proving very problematic. We have made an offer to Ike Losada, who is with us on trial at the moment. can play in attacking midfield or up front at a push. Not quite good enough for the Championship as it stands, but can develop. He's 24 years old, so he could make the step up. But I'm absolutely desperate for one more. Taiichi Hara, we've also got on trial at the moment. He can play up front. Brilliant aerial threat, but not great technically or physically beyond that aerial presence. I've also been looking for players who might be interested in joining us on loan, ideally for free, and again, that's proving hard because every club now wants us to pay a lot of money for people. So I am hoping I'll be struck with a bolt of inspiration before the start of the season. One thing we are definitely not doing, though, is letting Benjamin Boateng go out on loan. Now, I've taken him off the loan list, but a lot of clubs are still coming in for him. Look at this. Can't want him for nothing for the whole season. Now, this guy's development has been phenomenal over the 12 months that I've been at the club. He's already at League One standard. He played a few matches last year, potentially a Premier Division player, and the media reckon he's the next Tony Adams. Yes, that's right. Arsenal and England legend Tony Adams. He's sat there on our books, 18 years old, only going to get better. We need to keep him at the club and give him as much game time as possible this year. He is currently our 6th best centre-back. I would not be at all surprised if by the end of the year, he is in the top 3 and playing consistent, regular football. So that is exciting, but I still really need a striker. Right, 3rd of August, Lasada's turned us down. I did wonder if that might be the case. We have instead gone in for Carriega, who is cheaper, but only plays in attacking midfield. So that does mean we're still on the lookout for another striker. And with that in mind, I've gone a little bit outside the box. We've put a loan offer in for Delano van der Heijden, who plays for Feyenoord, has not played a lot of football, but non-competitively, 11 starts last year, 4 goals, 6 in 5 the year before that. But he is pacey, he's got flair, he's got a decent long shot on him, he can dribble and cross. I think he could be a very interesting option to complement Ridian Bennett up front. So hopefully we'll be able to pull this one off. And he is fairly cheap, only £3,000 a week wages, which I'm happy to cover if he provides us with some much needed depth in the front line. Well, Judgment Day is here, my friends. It is the 9th of August, our first game of the new season, and we're playing Derby County, who won League One last season. So considering that they are playing us, who are one of the favourites for relegation, they'll be fancying their chances. The board expect a draw, so do our fans. They want to see some exciting attacking football, plenty of entertaining football. They would also like to see Ridian Bennett end his Baron run in front of goal. And obviously a couple of debuts. I would like more than just Stephen Welsh and Brian Reynolds to make their debuts, to be honest. But we still haven't found an attacking midfielder or another striker. So at least one player who really shouldn't be starting is going to kick off the season for Birmingham against Derby. Van der Heijden is on his way, though. It's just delayed due to a work permit. And, I was hoping that they might be able to get it in before the kick-off. But no, he's going to be hopefully confirmed as a Birmingham player for the year on the 11th of August in time for our next match. Doesn't help today, obviously. So if it was me picking the team, and of course it's not, it's Thomas Lech, it's all down to him, but if it was me, I would be going with Garcia in goal, a back 3 of Welsh, Barmer, and looking at this, either Boateng or Wisdom, so it'll be interesting to see which option he picks. Definitely Fleming at left wing back, definitely Reynolds at right wing back, and a number of options in defensive midfield. I would probably be going for Hinshelwood and Oyeda looking at this, but Yabua could be a safe bet to start for us. Attacking midfield, it's really only Mark France, because even Robertson, let's remove these two actually. Robertson is out on loan, Lasada not joining us, Aitchison is a trialist, Carriega hasn't joined yet, so there we have it, Mark France in attacking midfield. And then Bennett and Salcedo up front. It will be quite a different team to the one that completed last season since the season ticked over, including those players who we signed up towards the end of last season but couldn't register them to play, we've brought in 10 new permanent players for a total fee of £3,500 versus a transfer income of 12.5 million. So, Moneyball, yeah, Moneyball rocks. But will this team rock? That is all down to Thomas Lech. Thomas, my friend, it's over to you. Well, would you believe it? It was a draw. It was an exciting draw, so I think the supporters got their money's worth. 3-3. We had a totally dominant XG. We bossed possession. We had way more shots. A Brandon Fleming own goal on the 67th minute got them back into the match after we were 2-0 up. Oh, and we needed Fleming to score an equaliser in the 90th minute. So let's have a look at the team. It's not far off what I predicted. Tanko actually played in defence ahead of Boateng, and Gyabua did make the central midfield spot instead of Ojeda. And in fact, Ojeda didn't even make it off the bench. It was Bacalio who came on instead. Interesting. France did start in attacking midfield, and he did score. So that's good. And Bennett and Salcedo started up front. So very similar. But look at this XG. How did we not completely smash them? Well, we got the opening goal. A slip from their defender, just dawdling in the box. And Reynolds with a cross to Salcedo, who had a dead easy tap in. Nice to see two of the new starters combining there. And the second, Fleming, I think with a run down the left. And oh, beautifully played through ball. I thought he was going to loft one, but actually a great opportunity crafted for France there, who did well actually to dink that past the goalkeeper. Here we go though. Sanderson to Collins. And then Sang crossed it in. Oh, it was completely... it was a nothing ball. Fleming just stuck his foot out, probably trying to hit it for a corner. And then, oh, that is unfortunate as well. Not much the goalkeeper could actually do there. It just cannoned back off the crossbar directly to one of the Derby players. Oh no, Garcia. Well, for a debut, he's going to be thinking he should have done a lot better there to keep out that effort, which was straight at him, in which he got a strong hand to. But, oh wow, what a header. Quality strike from our left wing back, remember, to equalise the game there. So we come away with a point, and I make it 8. Yes, 8 debuts in that match. This is a team that has not played together much at all. A few times in pre-season. They've got a lot of gelling to do. Barmer was here last year, Hinshelwood was here last year, and Fleming and Bennett. Everybody else, brand new. And Bacalio coming off the bench as well. Wow. I have to say that is an encouraging start. We've got £24.5 million in the bank right now, and we have barely spent any money at all on transfers, but we've got 10 new players in. So when they start to gel, oh, this team could rock. But obviously, we desperately need an attacking midfielder. I'm really not sure what my options are going to be here. Hopefully Carriega will join us, but it's yet to be seen. Will he even get a work permit? Who knows? Of course, one thing that could transform our fortunes even more, and I feel like I'm saying this pretty much every episode since I've joined Birmingham City, but Jude Bellingham, still wanted by PSG, his release clause expires in about 3 weeks. And if I remember rightly, that would give us around an extra £17 million, which we could use to bring in not just 3.5-star players, but potentially 4-star, top quality, current championship level players. 3 weeks. And in that time, we have 5 more matches to play. So join me again soon for deadline day, because I have a funny feeling it's going to be quite a special one. I hope you've enjoyed what you watched today. If you have, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on and all of that jazz to find out the second the next video drops. And as always, be excellent to each other. I'm Kirk Sheridan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.